Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Africans, and especially my fellow youth. It's a beautiful morning. You are most welcome to MJD Build Africa. You are with Dominic. Alongside, we have our guest. We are most welcome, my brother, Major. So we are so delighted to host you on our podcast.
It's my pleasure.
Major, you are most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Major, our followers would love to know who you are.
Okay. I have a crazy name, if I am to say. Ineplan Major is my name. I'm the 21st Guild President, Kampala International University. I can't forget to mention that I'm an author, and especially of the Winds of Change. That is who I am. I love Africa. I'm a Pan-Africanist.
You have the funny name, the only civilian major.
Yes.
Actually, for the first time, when I heard about your name, I thought maybe I'm going to meet a major, a soldier.
Not really.
Yeah? So, but after reaching there, I found you in civilian.
Yes.
So I said, Abada Antisa. And yet he's a civilian like me. Major, you've said that you are the guild president.
Yes.
Of which university?
Kampala International University.
The Might University.
Yeah, it's the best private university in Uganda and in East Africa.
Yeah.
And it is the second best overall in the country.
In the country?
Yes.
So the leading private university in the country, East Africa and in Africa at large.
Yes. It is scoring higher.
Yes. So you are the guild president of all those students?
Yes.
Wow, that's great. So, Major, I want to know about the background of your leadership.
Okay.
Of course, you have said that you are the guild president.
Yes.
And I don't think that leadership have just started now, commenced when you joined the university. Have you ever been a leader, or you have just started the journey?
Actually, my life has been full of leadership.
Yes. So you're born a leader.
All the way from, I think, primary one. Every year, I have held a position up to now. Every year.
So from P1
Yes.
up to university.
I have been a leader.
So for you...
And I swore through very many leadership positions, head prefects in primary, in O level and in A level, now to a guild president.
So for you to become a guild president, it wasn't a new thing to you?
No, it wasn't.
So it was already in your mind that you become a leader?
Yes.
But Major, I remember when you came to university, when you joined campus, I think you found me there. I was still pursuing some courses at KIU.
Yes, please.
And then you are among people who came with some strategies. We did not understand you actually. We did not comprehend your strategy that you used to become a guild president. How did you make it? How did you manage?
While I came at campus, I'm someone who doesn't like disappointing my name. In a plan.
So what does it mean in English?
In English, it means someone definitely who has a plan. Aine is a Nyankole version.
Yes,
Then the next one is plan. Plan as in English. Yeah. So when I came, I said I can never disappoint my own name. So I planned in year one to become a guild president later. Those who saw me, they know what I began with in patriotism, in Pan-Africanism. And the then guild president, His Excellency Godfrey Agawa, at the end of his regime gave me a golden medal for having served very well, though I had no position.
So you served without any position?
Yes.
In other words, you were born a leader. For you, the position doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. As
So
long
it
as
is
what
your
matters
passion.
is the passion and the will. I cannot fail to help people. I cannot fail to sell the ideology that I have just because of a mere position. What about if I do not get that position? It means I'm living a useless life where I cannot help my fellows, a life where I cannot show people the right direction, even when I know it is the right direction, but I fail adamantly just because I don't have a position. Not really. I'm that person who likes impacting change. And that's why even my book is called The Winds of Change.
The Winds of Change.
Yes.
So in other words, that means that Major Lily, you were born a leader.
Yes.
So for you, you came and started serving without holding any position. While we see other people, before calling him speaker, before calling him prime minister, before calling him president, cannot execute any duty. So we thank you for serving as a leader. So Major, you've said that you are the guild president.
Yes.
I know as a guild president, you always receive many cases in your office, complaints from students. Now, how do you handle those issues, those challenges that students are facing at Kampala International University? Because the challenges that students are facing, they are common in all universities.
Yes.
So how do you handle or how do you overcome those challenges that students are facing at campus?
Of course, as you have said, I receive a number of complaints, but they differ. And also, the modality in which I handle them differs. Because when you're the guild president, you are a member of Senate board. That's at KIU. You're a guild president, you are a member of the Senate board of the university, you are a member of the university council. Those are their policy-making bodies. So problems that require changes in the policies, I proceed with them into Senate and Council. And the problems that can be handled by management, I sit in negotiations with management to see how we can handle the problems. The problems that I myself can handle at the level of the guild union with my cabinet, then we sit and we get the solutions for them. And I have at least pushed some policies. I'm having policies I'm pushing. Actually, this very day today, the parliament is sitting and they have motions. They are moving on to have changes in the constitution. There are very many changes, more than 10 of them, because you realize some of the problems need changes in policies for them to get solved. Yeah, but these petty issues, we handle them, especially on discipline. And I'm that person who doesn't like maybe attributing a student to a punishment. I rather mentor the person. Because I ask myself, what pushed this person to do this? If I realize it is something that I can actually tell him about or guide him about how to get away with it, then I don't rush even to go for disciplinary committee. I first mentor. Then if you fail, it's when maybe I take the other step to the disciplinary committee of the university. Then these other, maybe we have heard of common issues in all universities. It's when you talk of something like missing marks, something that you can never get away with totally. Because there are students who will forget putting their reg numbers. So where will you get the marks from? So such issues, but though we have tried as much as possible with my cabinet to eradicate them. I think this year we have scored highly. We have brought back events that bring moments in the university that never used to happen. The likes of the trade bazaar, we've brought life back at campus. You know, studies are not only about sitting in class. Social capital, making connections, you know, socializing is part of university life. And if you skip that life, you may get a good degree, an honors degree, a first class degree, and you end up going back to the village. But when you have those outside skills, the outside knowledge, you know how to interact with people, it gives you another mileage. It is to your advantage over the degree that you have.
So, Major, before you proceed,
yes,
you've said that, and students should pay attention on this, that it's not all about the marks you get.
Yeah.
You call it CGP?
Yes.
Yes, it's not all about the CGP that you get on your results, but social capital matters, so vital and crucial for the students of university.
Yes.
And then, if you have to mention which challenges that students are facing at campus, because many complaints about embarrassing them, girls, so boys, you find you have conflicts with your lecturer because you date the same girl, you know. So which common complaints or challenges that students are facing at campus?
Campus is a place that unites people from different regions. Specifically to say in Uganda, we are unique. We have more than 40 tribes.
Yes.
So meaning we gather people from all those 40 tribes.
Regions.
KIU unites students from more than 21 countries in Africa and outside Africa. So when you unite those students, they will come with different problems. Some come with them from their own areas, and they come with them. So it's hard to solve everyone's problem. But we try to solve, of course, the common problem.
Yes.
Like you said about sexual harassment, it is something that is living in all institutions of the country. But we go as much as possible to mentor our students, to give them guidance, to tell them that yes, even if you have unplanted hair, it is still okay with you. Don't be so much demanding to the extent of selling yourself just for money, for printing the hair.
Because you want to be like
Exactly.
You want to be like Alice.
Maybe,
you want to become
yes, for boys. It's not a matter of seeing Dominic in a very expensive suit and you admire. One, you don't know where Dominic has gotten the money from. He could be a working class. So we try to talk with our students to maintain the standards of living until the class comes in. When you reach that level, you cross that bridge when you reach there. But we are also changing and training people in mindset change that you can actually study campus without an iPhone. It's a problem when people see others with iPhones. They also want to have iPhones.
No, iPhone has come problem.
Yes. Back in the village, the parents are struggling to get tuition. Here, you are struggling to get
An iPhone 17.
An iPhone 17 is worth more than 5 million. In the right mindset, I do not expect someone without anything to buy that phone. Because at the moment, you can use any phone to do what you are supposed to do as a student, to do the research that you can do as a student. But the other ones who have reached that bridge, let them cross it. When you reach, you will find actually modern phones than iPhone 17. That will be better.
Now, Major, just a funny question on iPhone.
But I hope you will not ask me why I have an iPhone.
No, on iPhone 17. You mean these sisters of ours who are in campus with iPhone 17, they prayed bilateral business?
Not really.
On
Some have
business,
them genuinely.
I mean, these sugar daddies.
Yes, some have them genuinely, but I brought it as a point to the other ones who are demanding. Because they see others having them. People are born differently. Some are born from their planned kids. The guy is born and they give him a vehicle. So what about an iPhone? But if you are unlucky to the same, please don't be demanding to that extent of saying Dominic has an iPhone. I must steal, or I must have a sugar daddy. I must have a sugar mommy. Even the boys, they also get sugar mummies. So it's a kind of talking to each other, educating all our peers to make sure we move in the same pace. We don't leave people behind. You graduate, then you realize your friends are not in the same caliber with you.
Thank you, Major. Major, last time I saw you launching your book called Wind of Change.
Yes,
and really it is a wind of change.
Yes.
I know it inspired many youth. Now, Major, what inspired you to write a book at your very young age?
Many people have asked me that question. We have different things. I got a chance to at least sit with the President of the Republic of Uganda.
Who? Tebi Haburwa?
Yes, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
And he told us that ideology is different from biology.
Ideology
is different from
biology.
So he gave us a scenario that while he was going to the bush, he was young. Even the people he was fighting, they were young. So they were young people fighting each other.
Yes.
But one of the young people had, the other group had the right ideology, and the other group had the wrong ideology. So it is not about age. How old are you? The same I always tell my peers in politics, that let's not say we the young people, we the youth. No. We should be looking at who has the right ideology. If you are young and you have the right ideology, I support you. You can go in any field of the country. And if you become the president, I have no problem with you, but not launching on your age. That because I am young, I must attain position, inclusivity. Then we put you, because you are young, we want to have inclusivity, and we pull back the country. which kind of development is that? So as a young person, I had a dream always to be an author. I kept making my research about, of course, the things that itch me. And one of them were Pan-Africanism. I saw the likes of Nelson Mandela, who are now no more. The likes of Julius Nyerere, they fought for their countries to be. But I ask myself, in our generation, who is preparing to fit in the shoes of the likes of Nelson Mandela? And it triggered me to have all this knowledge gathered. The knowledge I have in my head, the research I have made, to gather them into one complete piece. Because knowledge shared is actually wealth garnered. So if I share some knowledge with my peers, the next generation, it is something that even when I am not there, my grandchildren will find it there and know, by this time we had this and this. In my own book, I talk about the generations. We have had different generations. But how many people know that? When you talk about Generation Z, people will ask you, what is Gen Z? It is a generation.
Gen Z?
We had the millennials, we have had the traditionalists, we had the baby boomers, and now we have Generation Alpha. Who knows about them? But once I got such knowledge, I say, let me gather it. Then also I was spreading something about mindset change and transformation.
Yes.
How do you transform yourself from one point to the other? I always give people an example. My dad told me while I was growing that while you have a destination, you're going somewhere, focus on where you're going. Once you meet dogs along the way and they are barking, don't give them attention. Continue, focus on the destination. And it has helped me so much in leadership, to the extent that even if you go on social media and you abuse me, I mind less. I focus on the destination.
On your vision.
I keep focused on the vision. But if you give them attention, for you have said this. No.
It will hinder your progress.
You hinder your progress.
Thank you, Major. So now, after writing the book,
yes,
what do you think, which impact do you think that your book will bring into the youth of Uganda, the region of East African community, and Africa at large? Which impact do you expect?
Yes, the impact begins with us. And I have triggered the young people. I have caused emotion within them. Triggering is to set people for something. I've triggered them that actually we can. We can be the winds of change. We can have things change. In the same book I talk about which kind of change do we want.
Which kind of change?
I don't like people going on streets and say, we want change, we want change. Even what we are doing here is change. When you move from here to there, it is change. If the economy of the country declines, it has changed. So you must define which kind of change do you want. You can't move from better to worse. You should be moving from better.
But also it's a change.
To best.
But also it's a change.
Yes, it is a change. That's why I
that is a bad change.
The other change. Then I talked about Pan-Africanism in my own book, specifically to imparting the lost spirits back to ourselves. The young people, do we think about Africa? Do we think about uniting Africa? I saw something on X today that it keeps reminding me that borders were created by whites. It is our role now as young people to unite ourselves, to unite our countries. When we are united, it means it is possible for us to have one army. If we have one army, we can solve the issues in DRC, the issues in Sudan. We can sit with them on the table. But how about if you're seeing each other as enemies? That Dominic, when you cross to Kenya, you say, where are you going? You are Ugandan, go back. When shall we develop? When shall we have common tariffs? So
until now, we obey the frontiers that were made, the Scrum and Partition, which was made by colonialists.
Exactly. So my book, I believe it has already served an impact among the young people. And I like it that personally, I am seeing myself, mentor different peers in my generation, and I'm seeing them coming on board to support the cause of uniting Africa. And it begins with having one nation here in Uganda. How I wish the parliament could think of, quickening the process of having Kiswahili as a common language in Uganda. Because if I go to northern Uganda, I have actually been there worthwhile. You're treated as an alien. because you don't know what they speak. They can even plan to kill you when you're with them there.
Yes.
They go to the west.
So language barrier,
Similar
and yet you are in the same state.
The same state,
but different languages.
It's as if we have very many states in Uganda. Because we cannot actually communicate.
So how will the wind of change also impact people on the language? Did you talk on our languages, that maybe language that should unite us as Africans?
I just brought it in unity, specifically mentioning Kiswahili.
Yes.
Because once we have one language,
common
it
language,
is trade, that I can go in northern Uganda and do trade easily. And like now, I need an interpreter.
Yes.
And an interpreter cannot speak well what I wanted to speak.
The first-hand information.
Africa is one of the continents. It's funny where you're born and you are beaten for speaking your mother language. They beat you and they tell you, do not speak again English. Your mother language.
Oh, your mother language.
Yes.
So I remember this in primary.
Yes. So to put on socks.
But for my struggle, I couldn't speak English. I couldn't.
Beat you.
So
for speaking English. It's so unfortunate that now we can speak some good English, but we sleep on hungry stomach.
And yet to have good grammar.
We have good everything we have learned here
vocabulary
in Africa.
Whatever.
Instead of teaching us how agriculture moves on well, how we can do hands-on skills, how we can unite, the narrative changed to you must adopt someone's language. I'm not saying English is bad. It should be an option to us, not a must to us, Africans. We also have our own languages. When shall we believe in ourselves? So I encompassed all that I merged it in the winds of change.
In the wind of change.
Yes, please.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Major. As we proceed, allow me to ask you this question before we proceed. Major, as a learning scholar who is still in university journey, how do you think that student politics at campus can shape our nations, can shape Uganda, can shape East African community, can shape COAS, can shape SADC and Africa at large?
Actually, students, all I can majorize on tertiary institutions, they can be good places to improve countries. And if not utilized well, they are so dangerous.
Can perish.
Places for the country. If we see what is happening in Nepal, students have disappointed their own country. If you see in Tanzania recently, young people,
that saga that happened in election.
If you see the Gen Zs of Kenya, young people, youth, where they harbored in universities, they are always students.
Yes.
If you come here to our Uganda, the president began when he was a student. I'm trying to show you how students have influence. When you check the likes of Honorable Norbert Mao, they were student leaders. If you check Mugisha Muntu, many of them, they were student leaders. Honorable Semu Junganda, many of them, Shami Mumarende, very many, they were in student politics. So it means if you do not mentor good student leaders, we are likely to have bad leaders at the nation. When you check, even currently in ourselves, I can say, my colleague, His Excellency Churchill from Makerere, is contesting for Youth MP.
The Guild President of Makerere University, Churchill.
Contesting for Youth MP Central.
Yes.
We have other student leaders, or students themselves, who are vying for politics in the nation.
Yes.
So the ideology that they come up with from universities is the ideology that they are going to sell in the entire country.
Yes.
So if they dare come with the wrong ideology, it means the country will mess up. So the students play a big role. The policies that we now feel, they are not good for the country. We are always on TVs, radios, podcasts, discussing these national matters. So it means the ideas that we generate now are the ideas that we are going even to sell to the entire country. Because now us who are in politics, it's hard to sit down and see things mess. It means we must keep soaring into national politics. So,
thank you, Major. You say that most of the current leaders we have in the country now, they began their politics while they were students in universities.
Yes.
And you have mentioned one of them, such as His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, in Afronas, Mao, and others that you have
He was
mentioned.
actually the head of Scripture Union, Bara.
But listen, he said that Jesus was killed by bishops. Major.
Yes.
But if I'm to remember, I'm not sure about it, but that's what I think. In Uganda, there's some courses that were banned, and which those courses are very vital, crucial to shape leaders in the nation, such as political science. I remember when I joined university, that was the first course that was in my mind,
Yes.
to pursue the course of political science. But after reaching at Kampala International University, they told me that course is not there. Maybe what I can do is BIR, International Relations and Diplomatic Studies. And that's the course that I pursued in my university level. So, Major, let us talk on Pan-Africanism. I know you are the great Pan-Africanist.
Yes.
Ndugu Major.
Yes.
Karibu sana kwa MJD Build Africa.
Sorry.
Sasa, Major, I want to ask you this question.
Yes.
You've said that you are the leader of students at Kampala International University. You are the guild president. No, as the guild president
Yes.
of students in promoting Pan-Africanism.
One, as I had told you earlier, it begins with the mindset.
Mindset. Yes.
Who is ready to fix it in the mind that it is my Lord, I as a Ugandan, I as an African, to fight for what belongs to Africa. I am very happy, and in my heart I love His Excellency Ibrahim Traoré, because he does not only advocate for Pan-Africanism, but we see him put it into action.
Yes.
It hurts me when I see people saying we are patriots, we like Africa, in speeches.
Without implementation.
Exactly.
Yes.
People have good speeches. They can speak about Africa. They can write about Africa. But what are you doing on the ground that promotes Pan-Africanism?
So it remains in ideology.
Exactly. I already see colleagues here in Uganda saying they are patriots. But then you see a patriot is the one embezzling government funds. Which kind of a patriot are you? Do you know the meaning of the word patriotism? It's the love for your country. You who has eaten money, you who has embezzled money meant for a lot,
Proclaiming
meant
yourself.
for a hospital, meant for anything. How do you call yourself a patriot? Do you love your country?
You are shaming the name of patriotism.
Exactly. Because you have set people to die because of poor loans. They are going to get accidents. They're going to die because they do not have good hospitals. I'm happy, and I think we are lucky. Our own Al-Hajj, Dr. Hassan Masaja, is advocating for insurance. How about even ourselves, we the people? Now it's time for voting. If you love your country, why do you have to vote for someone because you have received something? Is that love for your country? You are loving someone. It is actually both love for someone. It is actually very dangerous to have people with money in parliament without a consideration of policy-making skills.
Yes.
It is a place, it is a center for the policies. For a country to develop, it must be having good and better policies. So once we do not have policies, and we have good people in the parliament, now the presumption is that a good MP is the one who buries, a good MP is the one who attends wedding parties. It is not. A good MP is the MP who advocates for right policies on the floor of parliament. Whether you have seen him in the area or not, if the policy is implemented, you will benefit, your children will benefit, even the grandchildren, the next generation, they also benefit. So if you love your country, why do you have to sell your country? You exchange your country with the matchbox for the 5 years. Exchange your country with the t-shirt because you have been given a t-shirt and you change. Because you have been enticed to change, manipulated. I actually now send this to my colleagues in tertiary institutions. Universities have become marketplaces for manipulation, whereby people think we are organized groups. So they can come and meet the organized groups
And
manipulate them. Actually, you find organized groups, you disorganize them in the mind, you disorganize their ideology. And it's so dangerous to Africa. So we as young people, it's part of us that we must love our continent. It begins by loving yourself. Love your country. Love your continent. If you love yourself, you preserve yourself. Now, young people, if you love yourself, you don't take a lot of alcohol. At least if it is a must, take one and go home.
One glass.
I used to have a friend. He used to tell me, he used to tell us, we would be groups, and he would say, colleagues, if you go in a bar and you find the waitress is very ugly, and you take alcohol and you start seeing the waitress is becoming beautiful, go home.
Go home. Things have changed now. Where has it been do?
So if you love yourself, you don't go for prostitution. Because once you're demoralized yourself, it will come into hesitation that you cannot love the country. If you can't love yourself, then there is no love for the country. Every time you're sick because of drugs, if you keep taking drugs, time will come when your body parts cannot function. How will you defend your country? How will you defend Africa? Even if they jumpstart you, actually the human body is like a vehicle. It reaches a point that you have gone beyond repairable. They cannot repair your organs. Even if they do a transplant, it's hard. Once they jumpstart you, it's hard to come back to your normal situations. So it begins with us. We love ourselves, we love the country, and we love Africa. When we love Africa, we advocate for policies that unite the entire Africa, economically, politically, and socially. Economically, it's good for us that we can now trade with other countries. We fall into organizations that is trade for us. I thank the East African countries. They are now harnessing to have at least passports that now I can cross to Rwanda. It can be easy for me to cross to Rwanda. How I wish that could happen now to the entire Africa. But when I am going to South Africa, I don't meet hardships.
Can just use your national ID.
So now we are meaning the modern Pan-Africans. That if I am trading to South Africans, they cannot see me as an alien. Rather, they see me as a fellow of their black people.
Yes. Major, you have talked on one issue of patriotism.
Yes.
And you have mentioned about our MPs. Major, allow me to ask you this and be frankly with us. Major, who is your MP and how many times have you seen him or her arguing in parliament? Be honest. Advocating for your district.
It actually depends. I think I saw him once, but even
in 5 years.
Yes, I could have seen him on the floor of parliament. But now to me, who has gone to school, my question still comes, what are you saying? Hey, you can't be on the floor of parliament, but what have you said? You can speak, but what have you said?
So you mean those that we always see there speaking every day?
If you're speaking on things that attract maybe your personal interests, not
the district,
the people's interests, you have said nothing to us. To yourself you have spoken, but to us you have said nothing.
Okay. Then Major, as we wind up,
yes,
as an author,
yes, please.
Then as a leader,
yes, please.
Which advice would you love to give youth of Africa in empowering, in developing themselves?
The advice I give the youth, one is to love ourselves.
To love ourselves?
Yes. It begins, I always see people say, I love this one, but do you love yourself? 2, to love our country. We are having a common problem now of misinformation. Social media. We are using social media badly. Let us come back together and we use social media to tap into virgin places of research. We do research that helps the country, that helps us. But once we keep this modality of abusing everyone on social media, where do we benefit from? Someone is working on social media, abusing the person who is working. It's unfortunate that we are using social media badly. If the Minister of Finance brings out the budget, for us we only wait for the other instance where he will say, money will come.
Sweet.
But we dig as young people to know what the budget is about. So, dear fellow young people, let us think of the next generation. Let us be generational leaders. When you're a generational leader, you mind about what you are doing now and the people who will come. how they will find it. If you are eating and you are in a line, if you are a generational leader, you should not be able to serve yourself a lot, yet you are seeing there are other people behind. You should mind about if I put a full plate, people are still many behind, what will they eat? Then also, I will also stress it to my fellow colleagues to champion the cause of hands-on skills. You know, we have a problem of unemployment. The government cannot solve this problem completely. But unless otherwise, we ourselves, alongside the law degree that I'm pursuing, it is pertinent to me to have something else that I do. So if you are a lawyer, what else can you do if you don't find yourself in a court or in a law firm? If you are a doctor, what else can you do if maybe you are unlucky and you have not found yourself in a hospital? If you are a teacher and maybe the schools have closed. We had incidences in COVID-19 period. What do you do? What can you do? What can your hands do better? Then I also encourage the young people to find out the talents that they have. You know, it's hard. People have talents, but undiscovered talents.
They should reveal their talents.
Let us try, but never fail to try. That's maybe what I can. Then to the students, of course, I have to wish them well, to wish them success. You know, many universities are now doing exams. Others are preparing to do exams. I wish them landslide victory, but I remind them that it's not about a degree. It's a degree and a skill that you yourself have. The attitude matters a lot. The behavior. Let us maintain good characters. Let's not be those people who want to be in immoral acts every other time and again. Then I cannot forget, of course, to invite people on Saturday. At KIU, we have Africa Kwetu conference. It's about Pan-Africanism and what we have actually been talking here. It will be in the IBM library, 4th floor, in the afternoon. We have a number of guests. So, dear viewers that are viewing, please come and attend, and we make it history again, like we have always done it in Africa Kwetu Students Organization.
Major, you have invited people, but most of our followers, they don't know what is Africa Kwetu. Of course, that is Swahili word.
Yes.
Africa Kwetu. Then what is Africa Kwetu and what does Africa Kwetu do?
Africa Kwetu, actually, in other countries like Tanzania, they could say Africa Yetu. Our own Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, so it is a movement of students that advocates and champions the cause for integration of African countries. We begin by the unity of East African countries, then we slope to Uganda, then we have to merge all these countries in Africa. And we still believe in ourselves that actually we can make it possible. That is Africa. So we have chapters in all universities, here within Uganda, in Tanzania, around, in very many countries. So this Saturday we shall be at KIU.
At KIU?
Yes, please.
So our followers should come and learn.
Encourage their fellows to also come.
Hope there will be food of thoughts.
That's we shall discuss it.
Food of thoughts, no, they have to learn.
Yes, they have to, because we have panels, we have a number of guests.
Thank you, Major. As we wind up, in very few words, 2 words, what can you tell our beloved followers of MJD, Build Africa podcast? Just 2 words.
So in the 2 words, I thank you so much for being creative and innovative to come up with such. How I wish all people could see and copy from you. It could be innovative and creative in any other way, like you found yourself in this. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you for hosting me here. I keep spreading love, peace, and harmony in the entire country and to whoever is watching. Thank you so much.
Thank you, our beloved ones. Major, thank you for visiting our podcast. Africa for Africans. Thank you.